Good morning, children. Sai Ram. Children, last class we have learned chapter 4. We have written the classwork for chapter 4, right? And with that, we have completed chapter 4, our country, India. And we have learned many things about our country. Have you studied well, children? And have you completed your classwork? Okay. Today we'll learn a new chapter. Chapter 5. That is our states. We'll learn about the states of our country. In this chapter, we'll learn about the role of the government, the role of the central and state government, the states and union territories, name of the states and union territories of India. So what we are going to learn, children? The role of the government, role of the central and state government, the states and union territories, name of the states and union territories of India. Children, in which state you are staying? Now we are staying in Tamil Nadu, right? Okay, so we will learn all the states, name of all the states and union territories of our country in this chapter. Okay. So let us start now. The role of government. Children, at home, who is taking care of you? Your parents? Yes. Whatever you want, to whom you are asking, and to whom you are obeying? Yes. Anything you need, you are asking to your parents, and what your parents are saying, you are following that, right? So like that, for our country, who is looking after our country? Our government. Okay. So just as your parents look after your needs at home, the government looks after the needs, welfare and safety of the people of a country. So just as your parents look after your needs at home, the government looks after the needs, welfare and safety of people of a country. The government frames laws or rules to run the country. To run the country, many rules are there. People of the country should follow the rules. So who frames the rules for the country, children? The government frames the laws or rules to run the country. If there is no rule, then what will happen? You just think of your classroom. If there is no rules, what will happen? There is a rule, you have to sit in your place, right? If there is no rule, then what will happen, children? You may roam here and there and it will disturb the class, right? So same way, some rules are there for our country. So the government frames laws or rules to run the country so that the country will go smoothly. the people of the country will live peacefully. Okay. It is the government which decides where to build schools, roads, hospitals, parks, stadiums, stations and airports. Okay, so who decides where to make new road, schools, hospitals, stations and airports and stadiums? The government decides where to build schools, roads, hospitals, parks, stadiums, stations and airports. The government also provides services like electricity, water, telephones and communications. So who provides this facility to us children? Our government. The government provides service like electricity, water, telephones and communications. Okay. There are two types of governments in India. How many types of governments are there in India, children? There are two types of governments in India. So these are the central government and the state government. So what are the two types of governments in India? Central government and the state government. The central government and the state government. So let us learn about the central government first. The central government looks after the safety and welfare of the whole country. So who looks after the safety and welfare of the whole country? Central government. The central government looks after the safety and welfare of the whole country. So where is the central government, children? It is in New Delhi. It is based in New Delhi, the capital of India. All of you know which is the capital of our country? Yes, it's New Delhi. So the central government is in New Delhi, the capital of India. We, the people of India, choose the members of the central government. So we all, the people of India, choose the members of central government. So who are the members of the central government, children? The President, Prime Minister and other ministers from the central government. So who are the members? Prime Minister, other ministers, okay, President. So who choose them? The people of India. Okay, we all. They live and work in New Delhi. So the people of central government live and work in New Delhi. So we'll see, children, what we have learned about the central government. Yes, the central government looks after the safety and welfare of the whole country. It is based in New Delhi, the capital of India. We, the people of India, choose the members of the central government, that is the president, prime minister, and other ministers from the central government. Okay, they live and work in New Delhi. So who is our prime minister now, children? Do you know the name? Yes, our prime minister is Narendra Modi. Okay, this is the parliament of our country. Now let us learn about the states and union territories. Children, India is a very big country, and already last class we have learned that India is the second most populated country, right, in the world. So it is very difficult for the central government to look after the country. Okay, it is very difficult for the central government to look after the country. So for this reason, our country has divided into many states. Okay, and many type of peoples are there. Their language is different, and their food and culture is different from place to place in India. So India is a very big country with a population of more than 100 crore. Okay, the population of our country is more than 100 crore. It is difficult for the central government to look after the needs of such a big population all by itself. So it is very difficult for the central government to look after the needs of such a very big population, right? The country is therefore divided into smaller parts or states. So for this reason, our country is divided into smaller parts or states. Each state has its own government. So each state are having its own government which looks after the welfare of the people of that state. So it is easy for the central government now. They cannot look after the whole country, correct? So it has been divided into small states, and each state has its own government. Each state is having its own government which looks after the welfare of the people of that state. So there were 29 states in our country. So how many states were there, children? 29 states. But now 28 states are there in our country. Recently, I think Jammu and Kashmir was one state, and it became now one union territory, right? It has divided into two union territories. It was declared by our government. So now there are 28 states in our country. Every state has its own capital. All the states are having its own capital. So what is the capital of Tamil Nadu, children? Chennai. All of you know? Yes. So Chennai is the capital of Tamil Nadu. Like that, every state has its own capital. In a state, there is a governor, chief minister, other ministers, and senior government officers who together run the government. So who are there in a state government, children? In a state, there is a governor, chief minister, other ministers, and senior government officers who together run the government. The governor and chief minister live in the state capital. So where they are living, children? They live in the state capital. Besides the states, there are 7 small areas directly under the central government. Okay? Before there were 7 smaller areas. But now I told that government has declared that Jammu and Kashmir as 2 union territories. So there are 9 smaller areas directly under the central government. So children, there are 9 smaller areas directly under the central government. They are known as union territories. What union territories? Among the union territories, the Andaman and Nicobar Islands are the biggest and the Lakshadweep is the smallest. So children, beside the states, now there are 9 smaller areas directly under the central government and they are known as union territories. Among the union territories, the Andaman and Nicobar Islands are the biggest and the Lakshadweep is the smallest. Children, Delhi is a union territory. Okay, Delhi is a union territory with the status of the national capital territory. So Delhi is known as the national capital territory. It is the capital of our country India and it is known as national capital territory. Though we may live in different states, there is one bond we all share, that is we all are Indians. Yes children, our culture is different, our food habit is different, okay, but we all are Indians. Okay, so we should be proud of our country and our states. We should be very proud of our country and our states. Okay children, do you know children, in 1956 India had only 14 states. How many states were there? 14. And the union territories. Then after that what happened? The states were further divided on the basis of the language spoken and we had 29 states and 7 union territories. So children, based on the language spoken, based on the culture, it was divided into 29. From 14 it became 29 states and 7 union territories. That is up to October 2019. So now recently the government declared the state Jammu and Kashmir as 2 union territories. Okay, the state was divided into 2 union territories. So now we have 28 states and 9 union territories. How many states are there, children? 28. And how many union territories are there? 9. So this is the map of India, political map. It shows all the states. Okay, name of the states. Next class I will tell you the name of all the states and its capitals, and the name of the union territories. So next class we'll learn about the states, the name of the states, its capital, and the name of the union territories. So what we have learned today? We have learned about the role of the government, role of the central and state government, the states, about the states and union territories. Okay, next class children will learn the name of the states and union territories. Thank you children, study well.